Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just finished up my last assignment for school, so the semester is now officially over, and now I can relax and enjoy my records finally that I've been collecting for the past 5 months or so back in my house. So that'll be fun to go through over the holiday season here. And I just recently got a stack of records in the mail, and it was from a Whatnot show. Again, Whatnot is an app that kind of mixes eBay and YouTube. They live stream a feed, and you can bid on items, live bid against other people. And for this show, the seller was advertising that he had about 100 foreign Beatles 45s for sale, and they're all going to start at $3 a piece. So I saved that show, made sure to be ready for that show whenever it did come up because that's something I'm always interested in. Um, Now, unfortunately, there wasn't too many different countries represented from all the Beatles records. They were mainly from Japan, so that was okay. $3 a piece for Beatles and Solo Beatles records from Japan. It's not a bad start. Um, there was a few EPs from Australia that were offered for sale, but those were reissues from the 70s, so I passed on those. I think unfortunately people bought them like they were original ones because they went for like $30 to $40 a piece, and I was staying away from those as much as I could because I don't think those are quite the value. If they were originals, yeah, I can see them going for that maybe, but the reissues from the 70s, I wouldn't push more than $20 a piece, if that, for those. So I let them bid those out, and I kind of sat back and waited for the $3 start. Japanese records, and again, unfortunately, all the Beatles 45s that he had that were from Japan, I already had from the past 12 years of collecting foreign picture sleeves from the Beatles. But there were some cool solo picture sleeves that I just couldn't pass up because I ended up getting 12 records for about $3.50 a piece, and that was just something I couldn't really pass up. I know I kind of stick to some kind of my list and stuff, but sometimes when there's a good deal and there's stuff that's pretty cool, I kind of have to hop on it here. So I think we got all solo artists represented here, no Beatles. And the first one we're going to start off with is Ringo. And this one is Oh My My and Step Lightly. And a pretty fun picture of Ringo there. And there is the back advertising some other albums, including George and Paul there. And this one also has a gatefold showing the lyrics and also a couple more Beatles related items down there. And for all the most part, all these were in pretty tip-top shape as well. Um, but most of them are going to be coming on this Apple label here. And this one came out in 1973. So, again, I think I just kind of got lucky that no one was really hopping on the solo stuff, and they just kind of slid in between the cracks, and I was more than happy to pick them up. All right, so next one we got Ringo with Year 16 and Devil Woman. Now this is pretty much similar to all the other picture sleeves of this 45, but there's a couple slight variations that I thought was cool enough to pick up. So you got some Japanese lettering there, and it does have the flip backs as well, so that's always a nice touch. But the things that kind of sold it on me is that instead of it being a gatefold, it came with an insert. So there's the lyrics, there's the fold out, again more advertising, and cool picture of Ringo there with some more advertising. And then on top of that, if you probably already saw, is that this one is also a small spindle hole with a complete picture, and I kind of like having the whole label there and not the big hole punch out sometimes, since I've seen it so many times with all the U.S. ones before. I'm happy to pick up a center small spindle hole. And this was going to be the same type of deal for this one. We got Ringo Starr, photograph, and down and out. So there's some Japanese lyrics there, and the flipbacks, and a little writing on the front there, but can't complain too much. And just like the other one, came with the insert. So there's the lyrics, and then there's some advertising. And there is the solid center. And both of those ones also came out in 1973 as well. And we got another very cool picture of Ringo here. This one came out in 1971. And this is Don't Come Easy in early 1970. And this one is just a single sheet. So there's a pretty cool picture of Ringo there. And then this one just has the back with some lyrics on it. And all these that came with the Apple sleeve came with it. Like those last two did not. They just had, I believe, just kind of the plastic sleeve form. And this one on the Apple label here. And I believe this is the last Ringo one here from 1974. We got Only You and Call Me. So there's the front, and there's the back. No really Japanese text on the titles here for this one. But as we go into the insert, got some nice advertising. We got John this time, and Ringo's Ringo album. Nice kind of header up there as well. And this one I think is probably the coolest label of this whole bunch, if not one of the cooler labels I've seen just in general. This is the Nebula label, but it is the small spindle, so you get to see the full nebula of it. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, really happy about that. So that's pretty cool. One of my, I guess, more favorite purchases of this lot here. And that is all of Ringo. And we only got one John. And it's Stand By Me and Move Over Miss L. Again, this is another single sheet here. And there's the back. And I believe this is the only reissue that I bought. This was reissued in 1981 with the EMI Toshiba and on the Odeon label there. So again, for $3, can't really be too mad about it. But I believe that was the only reissue because I think that would have originally came out on the Apple label. And this is the only George one I got a little bit later. George on the Dark Horse from 1976. We got This Song and Learning How to Love You. So you got a nice picture of George there on a bright yellow sleeve there. And on the back, it kind of is, well, it is the U.S. picture sleeve on the back with the lyrics. And this one does have a nice gatefold. Again, also matching the U.S. picture sleeve here, but also a nice picture there and Japanese lyrics on the side there. And this is the record sleeve, company sleeve that came with Warner Brothers, but it is just on the Dark Horse label there. And now, to finish it off, we got a little stack of Paul McCartney here, which had some cool sleeves here. We're going to first start off with Hi 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 and Sea Moon. This came out in 1972, and some of these came out with not just a gatefold, but like a six-page trifold, and this is one of them. So there's the front. They're kind of reflective and shiny as well. A really nice looking picture there. So there's Sea Moon, and here is the gatefold. Some advertising, and there is the trifold. So very cool to have that. So I think some reissues, I think a couple years later, only have a gatefold, a 2-page. So if you're kind of looking for early Paul McCartney stuff from Japan, you might want to double check and see if it's a 6-page or a 4-page, I guess you can call it. But it's on the red wings label there from Apple. All right. Going up a couple years until 1979, and we got Good Night Tonight. And I believe this is just a single sleeve with the lyrics on the back. And this is the Toshiba EMI on the Odeon label there, with Good Night Tonight and Daytime Nighttime Suffering. All right, another pretty cool looking sleeve here. We got My Love and The Mess. And this is one of the reissues I was talking about, because I believe this one came out with a 6-page, but this one, unfortunately, either ripped or it's just a 2-page. So here's the front. Cool looking cover there. And here's the back. Nice picture of Paul and Linda. And it's got a bright hot pink gatefold. I don't know how it looks a little red on the screen, at least for me, but it is bright pink. Unfortunately, I think there's little rips there, so it might have been the 6-page fold out that got ripped, or it's just the reissue with the 2-fold gatefold. But there is the Red Row Speedway label, custom label there. I have to double check and see if that's a reissue or, again, it's just ripped, but we'll see. All right, 2 more here. And this one, I've never seen this picture sleeve before, so when I saw it, I was like, what is that? And it is a Venus and Mars / rock show, and with a Magneto and a Titanium Man picture sleeve. And it's just a real nice picture there. Very kind of symmetrical one there, kind of mirrored look there. And this one came out in 1975, and on the Capital label there. All right, down to the last one, and this one is probably my favorite picture sleeve here. Got Paul McCartney, 1973. We got Live and Let Die and I Lie Around. And again, this one kind of has this shiny quality to it, and it's also the 6-page version here. So we got 007 here, logo, Paul McCartney there, but on the back we got a really cool Live and Let Die kind of movie poster, and it's really like metallic-y gold. It just looks really cool. And the metallic gold from this font right here, or from the words here, match the back here. And here is the middle page there with some movies. And then you got a couple other pictures there. And then, of course, you got the advertising of all solo stuff and Beatles stuff that was out at the time. So probably my favorite purchase in this whole lot right here. Very cool looking sleeve there. The Japanese definitely did it right over there in terms of their packaging and just kind of their attention to detail and the quality and all that kind of stuff. So there is the B side and the A side. So a little bit different from what I normally get. I usually try to focus again on kind of all my list and completing goals and stuff. But again, when there's deals to be had, I'm all for it if it's something I really enjoy, and which I think is pretty cool. So now that I'm finally back home for hopefully about a month here, hopefully I'll be making some more videos and responding more quickly to your comments. So that is all I got, and I'll have some more Beatles updates, finds throughout December, and I guess I will kind of do an end of the year, kind of what the plan is for the next year in terms of my goals and stuff like that. So that's always kind of fun and a good way to organize myself in my collecting. So I hope you enjoyed all those Japanese 45s, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.